Now you're probably looking at the title of the video or of the thumbnail and you're probably wondering to yourself, what in God's green earth is Ramia Yana? How is it peak fiction? Why is that chick's back so refined? And why does that have me bricked? Well, I'm glad you asked, but before we get into what Ramia Yana is, I would like to congratulate you guys for hitting our first milestone of 300 subscribers. Now, originally, I was going to do the one chip challenge, but because they're no longer selling it, because people will do what people do and ruin the fun for everything, I will most likely not celebrate the 300 subs milestone goal, but I still want to plan something forward because getting to 300, as small of a number as it may seem to some people, isn't exactly a walk in the park, and I am excited to see how far that we can go on this channel. Now, let's talk thighs. I know, you guys are waiting for me to talk about Ramia Yana, so why the fuck am I talking about thighs? Have I gone up to the deep utter degeneracy? Yes and no. Ramia Yana is a manga about the Demon Lord being resurrected every so 100 of years, and now the Demon Lord is back sooner than we would expect, and it is a job of our protagonist to train the hero who is going to defeat the Demon Lord. This takes place in a fantasy world where magic exists. It has a lot of rich lore and mystery to it. Also, a fun fact about this manga that is being done by one person who goes by the username of the Golden Smurf on Twitter. I will be putting a link of their Twitter below, also a link to their mangas where you can read, and to their Patreon because they deserve it for the amazing work that they are doing. And when I say everything's being done by one person, that is no joke. They are doing the writing, artwork, and the story, just about everything. And before you ask, they are not done with the manga, but I should let you know that this person drops chapters randomly but tries to keep hitting the community as much as they can, for they are a busy person, so please be patient with them. Ramia Yana is like reading someone's fan fiction, but it's actually good as fuck. Not only is the art style for the manga really nice and well done, hell, even some of the less detailed chapters that the author would sometimes come back and redo are still bangers. Sometimes the author will drop a side-by-side comparison in some chapters at the end so you can see how visually different they are and how more true to how they want the final product to look like. Another thing I also like about the manga are the characters. I don't think there has ever been a moment where I just go, ew, that person's back, why not just kill them all, blah 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 blah. And the designs are really dope too, I may say. I see a lot of the series inspirations come from Murata, aka the mangaka for One Punch Man. One example that I personally see is Asumhime and Mosquito Girl, and a little bit of Psychos in there. Another one I see is Kaya and Hellish Blizzard. And lastly, Alder gives me some Sweet Mask vibes. I could be alone on this. Another thing that this manga does well, very nicely well, is implementing memes. Memes, the DNA of the soul, and fan service. And I don't think I've ever thought of a moment of reading this series and where I found something that was cringe, or I found that there was fan service and things that doesn't need to be fan service that comes out of nowhere, unlike most mangaka.
Oh, hell no, man.
I mean, hell, we got the Charlie meme from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We got a motherfucking Dragon Quest character doing a Kamehameha wave with Ramia. It just doesn't get much better than this, okay? And I actually think that one of the series' strong suit is how well and tasteful the fan service is. We literally see Ramia kill somebody by crushing their skull with their thighs. But my only gripe is that why is that not me? Another fan service thing was in the 3rd chapter of the manga. The 3rd chapter, she literally fucks the shit out of Alder. She had my boy completely drained he was a fucking white girl Starbucks. She had my man's out here feeling pains he never felt before.
My heart purple, my leg inside out, and
he could hardly keep himself from falling over. Ramia manhandled him like she had never had sex in years. You know how in Dragon Ball Abridged, how Goku came back from the hyperbolic time chamber with Gohan in the Cell arc, and then Chi-Chi had told Gohan and Krillin to go to Roche's crib because she was about to, you know what, better yet, I'll play the damn clip for y'all so y'all have a better understanding, so y'all could just see.
would you take Gohan out for a few hours?
Gohan, we're going to Kame House.
Wait, what does she mean? Guys?
He said 1 week, and I'm using it.
What are you? Hey! Hey!
Another thing I like to give props is the pacing, but to me that kind of makes more sense for the pacing of the series to be good, considering that Smurf isn't like doing this on a deadline and is able to go edit at the full like speed or pace, at least from what I know from the top of my head. And to backtrack real quick to the characters, I really like some of the normal characters like Alexander and his sister Clea, I think it's Clea, have their moments to shine, because usually normal characters are just background characters for the stronger and flashier characters to be, well, to make them like the flashy ones look cool. I also find Ramia to be an interesting character because it's very rare to find a female character as an MC. It's even more rare to find. Now there are like a few things I would critique about the series, but it's a little bit too early to critique on anything since there's only been 12 chapters out so far. So if you want to read, then go ahead. I highly recommend it. I've been enjoying this ride so far, and I can't wait to see what becomes of this. And if you're someone that has read Ramia Yana and you stumble upon this video, then please let me know in the comment section below. I would love to converse more about this thing, and honestly I would love to do like more videos of this story and other like mangas and comics that I've been reading. So Pirate Crew, that's gonna be it for me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and again, thank you so much to getting us to 300 like subscribers, and I can't wait till we hit 1,000 subscribers. Maybe someday we'll hit like 5k, you know? Until then, this is gonna be Captain Pirate D, God, Pirate God, whatever you call me, as long as you just me as Captain, signing off, Yargh.